Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So in this SQL question series, we are going to see part 2 video. So if you solve this 50 questions, you will be master in all the concepts in the SQL. So that the way the question has been designed. So yeah, let's go to the today we challenges. So today we are going to mainly concentrate on the joins. So yeah, let's load the spreadsheet. Yep. So if you we are in previous videos we saw the questions about the aggregation, but it's not about aggregation. It's a basic SQL questions. So we saw that 10 questions we solved it. So if you want to see the part 1 video, so go and check it out in the playlist. You will able to find out that. So I will give you the link in the comment box as well. Just if you want, you can go through that as well. So today video we are going to talk about giants. So in that giants we are going to see 10 questions. So in this, if you want to solve by you own, just you can take the screenshot and then you can write your answer in the comment box. So as we discussed in the previous video, we have four tables in our in this we are going to use that four table to solve the SQL interview questions. So first table is employee table, department table, sales table, and then we have a product table. So yeah, already I have created the table in the online SQL tool. So if you want to create and you want to practice those same value, just check it out in the comment box. I gave you the complete SQL code to create the tables and insert the data as well. So let's go to the SQL questions. So we will try to solve the first problem in the giants. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's just hold on 1 minute. Yeah, let's scroll down. Okay, yeah. So we are going to see the joins. The first question is get the employee name along with department. So that's the first question. So if you check this, so just I wrote a select star from employee. So we need to get the employee manager name as well. So sorry, department name as well. So that's a requirement, right? So if you do the joining, so we can able to get the department name as well, right? So we are going to join. So E, and so just we are renaming that table as E, and inner join. So wherever the records is there, with that we will get that details for that department. So department table. So on D, on what condition we need to join on? So E dot department ID equal to D dot department ID. So if you join this table, we will get the okay, let me run the query. So we got the result as per our requirement. So wherever the department ID is there, we got the result. So we got the department name as well. So yeah, we solved the first problem. Let's go to the second problem. Fetch the all the employee even they do not belong to the department. Okay, so what it's saying, so we have a null value in the department, right? So now we want to get that record as well. Let me show you the details, then you will be able to understand. So if you go to the employee table, we have a one null department ID. So previously we don't see that value now. So we want to get this detail as well. So how do you get that? So that we can use left join, because in left join we will keep the all the records from the left join. So then we are keeping all the employee table. So let's join with the department. So on what condition? On employee dot department ID equal to department dot department ID. So if you run the query, we got the result. So even we got the without department as well, we got the result. So if you do the inner join, if wherever that records are matching, then only we'll get that. So inner left join, so we will get all the records in the inner join, plus left side of the table wherever the null values are not matching condition records, we will get that. Okay, so Yeah, that's a left join. We solved it. So yeah, let's go to the third question. So find the department with no employee. Okay, so we need to find out the departments from the department table where that employee is no one is available. Okay, if you see the department table, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to check compare with the employee table. So we need to get we have a any with no employee, right? Okay, if you do the left join, so we are keeping the department as a table as D, and we need a left join. So left join with the employee table E, on what condition we are going to do. So department dot department ID equal to employee dot department ID. So now we wherever that employee department ID is there, we got the result. So now we want to filter these records. So where our employee ID is null, right? So if employee ID is from employee table, employee ID is null. So then that department don't have any employee values, right? So what we are doing, we are keeping the department table as a left side table. So and then we are joining with employee, and then we are joining based on the condition, and we are filtering wherever that records are not there for department. So that means we have a no employee for that department, right? So if you need just a department name, so we can specify d dot department name. So yeah, department name. So just run the query. So we got the result. Marketing department has no employee on the employee table. So let's go to the fourth question. So the department name along with the number of employees on each department, including zero. So the department name along with the number of the employee. Say what we did, we found that uh, values, right? So what we found the with no employee. Now we need to get the count as well, right, for each department. So we are again we are doing the join left joins because we need to know each department how many employees are there, right? Okay, let's get the all the records first. Okay, so yeah, we have four departments. We got the result. Now we need to group the records based on the what condition. So group the records by department name, right? So and if you found the count, so we will get the values, right? So department name, comma, and count of whether we can give employee ID or just we can give how many employees we need, right? So if you run the query, so we will get the result. Let me run the query now. Okay, so engineering department we have a 3 employee, and finance we have a 2 employee, marketing we don't have employee, sales we have 2. So as per our, okay, so the department name along with the number of the employee, right? So we count the number of the employees with including zero counts. Yeah, we found the including zero counts. Okay, we solved the fourth question. Let's go to the fifth question. List the employee with their manager name as well. Okay. So if you let's remove the query now. So let's see the table from employee. So let's run the query. So now we got the employee table, right? Now we want to get the manager ID is there. He is also one of the employee, right? So now we need to get the manager name. So we can do the left join, right? So sorry, in self join, right? So yep. Okay, because we need to get wherever that manager ID is with manager name. Okay, list of the all the employee, and we need to get the manager name as well, right? So let's use left join. If we don't find any employee, they will get a null name. So yeah, employee table again as manager. So on employee dot manager ID equal to manager dot employee ID. So yeah. So let's run the query. So each employee we got the detail as well. So let's e dot start. E. Okay, let me run the query. Okay, let's star e dot uh, e dot star. Okay, let me check. Let me run the. We got the employee detail now. We need from the manager table. So manager dot table dot employee name, right? So if you got the result, so we will get the manager name as well for those employee, right? So for example 101, his name is Arun, so the manager name is Arun, so we got the result, right? So as per our requirement, we solved the. So just I am renaming the column name. So if you run the query, so yeah, we got the result. As per our requirement, we solved the problem. So let's go to the next one. Find the employee who are also manager. Yes. So we need to find out. So we found that records, right? So now we need to find out only the employee details who is the manager. Right, that's a question. Find the employee who are also manager. So yeah. So if you have a records in the manager name, so then we need to filter those record, right? So if you, yeah, let's write the query. So yeah, so select start from employee. We need to find out just manager who also the employee. So just we need to get the result, right? Okay. So yeah, let's run the query. Yep. Okay, we got the result, right? So now let's do the self join to get the only the manager who is also employee. So right. So inner join. So employee table as manager. So on. So what condition we need to specify? So employee dot manager ID equal to manager dot employee id, because wherever that manager table is there, so just match that. If we found the record, we will get that result. So if you run the query, so okay, let me employee dot manager id equal to, okay, sorry, so from the manager table just we need a manager id, from the employee table we need a employee id, right? So now we got the result. So wherever that manager is there, we got the result, right? So as per our requirement, we solved the problem. So let's just filter the only that employee records. It will be easy. These guys are employee as well, manager as well. So that's a requirement. We solve the problem. Let's go to the next one. So the employees who earns more than the manager. Okay, that's a requirement, right? So we need to use again self join. So on. So employee dot employee ID. Sorry, yeah, employee and dot manager ID equal to manager dot employee ID, right? Okay, employee table and the manager ID equal to manager dot employee ID, right? Okay, so now we got the employee and manager and manager salaries, right? Okay, so let's find the manager table for salary. So yeah, just get filter those records. Yep. So now we got the manager salary as well. This is the employee salary as manager salary. Yeah. So we got the manager salary, right? So now we need to get that result. So the employee who earns more than the manager. Okay. So then we need to filter that condition where uh, say employee dot salary greater than the manager salary, right? Manager salary. So yeah. So currently we don't have any employee who is earning more than the manager records. Okay, let me make simple. So manager salary. Yeah. So currently we don't have any employee who earns more than the manager salary. So if you, how I'm saying that, if you see the before filtering in our company, we don't have any employee who is earning more than the manager salary. So if you see that employee PDR is earning 75,000, manager is 90,000. So then manager is getting more than the employee. Now, the requirement is who earns employee earn more than the manager salary. If you see, we don't have any records, right? If you compare with the manually, so you'll all able to find it. So we don't have any employee. Let's go to the seventh one question. Retrieve all the sales along with employee name and product name. So as you are aware, we have a sales table. So in this sales table, let me show you the data from sales table. So we need to find out in the sales table, we need to find out the employee ID and product ID as well, right? For all the sales. So that's a requirement. Then what we have to do for all the things, we need to keep a left join. So because we need all the records from the sales records, right? Now we need to join with employee name as, okay, let's keep as yes as table e. On what condition we need to join? So we need to join based on the sales dot employee id equal to employee dot employee id, and we need to join again, right? So again we need to join, so left join. So we are keeping those records. Again we need to get a product name as well, right? So then product table has p on. So yeah, so sales dot product id equal to product dot product id. So now we need to get all the elements from the sales table, comma employee table employee name, comma product table. Now we need product name, right? So yeah. So as per our requirement, we solve the problem. So why we use left join? We need all the records from the left table. So if you don't have any ID also, we need to get that. However, in our case, we don't have any employee without any employee IDs. So that's the reason we got the result. So what we did, we used two left join with the, we joined the three tables: sales table, employee table, and product table. We got the, as per our requirement, we got the employee name and product name. So we solved this problem. So let's go to the eighth question. So the employee who have never made a sales. Okay, so we need, now we got the result, right? Okay, now we, let's remove everything. For let me write employee who never made any sales, right? So let's run the query. Okay, made a mistake from employee table. So we have employee table and employee who never made a sales. Okay, we need to join with table with sales table, and then we need to find out whether employee had a did any sales, right? So employee on we need to join with right join, right? Because we need a, okay, we need to keep the left, because we need to keep the left table, because we need to find out the only from who never made a any sales in the employee table, right? So and then sales. So as on what condition? So employee dot employee id equal to sales dot sales id. So if you run the query, we will get the result, right? Okay. Okay, sorry. In the sales table, we need to join with employee ID, right? So because we are having employee ID. Yeah. So let's run the query. Yeah, we got the result. Wherever the sales is null, sales id is null, so those employees have never made a sales, right? So just we need to filter the records where uh, sales, okay, let's yes dot sales id is null. So yeah, let's run the query. So yeah, we got the result. So 101 employee and 104, 108 employees never made any sales. Uh, yeah, never made a sales in the from the sales table. Okay, let's go to the last one. Retrieve the all the sales records where the product category is electronics. Okay, okay, let's go to the product table. Let's see the whether do we have a electronics category. Right, we have a electronics category. So we need to just filter the records. So in the sales table, so the product category is electronics. Okay, so let's go to the sales table. Sales table. Let's run the query now. So we have a sales table. We have a product ID, right? So we can able to join. So on. So we need to find inner join. Okay, inner join on products table P on. So yes dot, what is that, a product id equal to p dot product id. So yeah, if you run the query, so we did think we got the result as well, right? We got the category. Now we need to just filter the values. So where, what is the condition category, right? P dot category equal to electronics, right? So ele CTRONICs, electronics. Just we need a electronics category, right? So if you run the query, so we got the result. So as per our requirement, we solve the problems, right? So I hope you understand the joins now. So in previous videos, we saw the basic SQL question. So if you want, just go through that part 1 video and come to the part 2 video. So now in the next video, we are going to see the part 3 video. So in this part 3 video, we are going to mainly focusing on aggregation and grouping. So if you are able to solve this question, please write those answer in the comment box. So just pause the video and write that answer in the comment box. If you like this video, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.